Bitcoin has just seen a significant rejection from this major level right here, and on today's update video I'm gonna be talking about why we first of all went up, why we had this rejection right now here. I'm gonna be talking about the most important data points. I'm gonna be talking about the US election, which is happening in 28 days, and I'm gonna be talking exactly about the correlation between the US election, the Bitcoin price action, and more importantly, what tends to be happening with the Bitcoin price action whenever we do have that US election. So on today's update video, I'm going to be discussing a lot of important charts. So don't forget to once again watch this video till the end. Slap up that like button back above 1,000 likes will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. First of all, over the course of last weekend, we created that CME gap. Bitcoin pushed up towards the upside afterwards. And now actually, we're starting to see that Bitcoin is coming down again here. And if we're just looking at the bigger things of it all, we're just seeing a major rejection from this exact level right here. And you can see that that level is basically this red line of resistance. And this line where I'm currently talking about is being the previous range high in the market, or previously around we got majorly rejected from. And yes, once again, we tested this level yesterday and we saw a major rejection from this exact level. That doesn't mean we're gonna go higher, but it does mean that we have seen a short-term rejection. And of course, in order for Bitcoin to still push higher, we do want to be seeing Bitcoin not breaking below this very important box here right now. Because if I'm looking at the price action on Bitcoin, you can see that there is a major level of previous resistance right here, a major level of support. And yes, we're coming quite close towards this level. And if we break below this level right here, this green box I've just drawn, I think we are most likely going to head lower. But as long as we're not breaking below this level and still holding on towards it, I don't believe there's a big reason to be thinking Bitcoin is actually going to be seeing another dump towards the downside. And considering the fact that yesterday the judge approved the FDX bankruptcy plan to basically repay $16 billion to their cryptocurrency customers, and that is a very great thing for the market. Also, we've seen the odds significantly increase on Trump for the US election. And if you have been following this, Trump is quite pro-Bitcoin. So this is considered to be quite good for the market. And you can see the high correlation between the odds of Trump rising and the Bitcoin price action rising as well here. So whenever the odds of Trump rises, the Bitcoin price action rises as well. And whenever the odds dump, Bitcoin tends to be also coming down, which is quite interesting data if you would ask me. Also, it doesn't matter what the outcome is going to be here, but in every single time we did had a US election, we did saw the Bitcoin price action basically go quite exponential after. So I don't believe there's a big reason to be panicking about that. And if you're just looking at this chart right here, you can see that usually the major rallies in the market always got started after we had that US election. And considering the fact that right now in 28 days from now on, we're going to be having the US election, I think that at that point, we're probably going to be seeing, once again, major price rallies for Bitcoin, and potentially that could mark the beginning of the Bitcoin bull market. And if we're currently doing a deep dive in the imminent short term for Bitcoin right now, we can see that we're ultimately still trading in an uptrend where we're creating higher lows and higher highs. And just like I said earlier, as long as we're not breaking below this green box of support, there's not going to be any trouble. But as soon as we're going to be doing so, potentially then we could be breaking the structure, and that could be quite horrific for the Bitcoin trend here, because if this Bitcoin uptrend right now breaks here, we're just going to see another move towards the downside. So hopefully that's not going to be happening, but we're going to be monitoring that very closely. So you can see it also on this chart right here. The uptrend is still in play until it doesn't. So for now, it's still looking okay, but as soon as this trend is going to be reversing, you will be the first one to know on this channel. So don't forget to straight away subscribe to the channel right now, because then you're going to be staying up to date about all the important market developments every single day here. And if we're right now going to be putting the two Octobers next to each other, we can see that actually in 2023 and 2024, the Octobers are looking quite similar. So still, I am not really worried about the outcome of this October. I still think the gains could be quite extraordinary. Then also, we're currently seeing a breakout on the M2 chart, which is the global liquidity. Basically, a breakout on the global liquidity means more money widely available, and that means ultimately higher prices for assets like Bitcoin. So that's a very great thing what we can currently see. We can see see that also still there's a major amount of whales buying right now in the market. And yeah, this is the chart I already discussed of the US election. And you can see right here, October is usually the month where the Bitcoin bull market gets started. So I want to be still saying this. October is still long here, and most likely the most gains are still yet to be coming. And guys, if you want to be trading Bitcoin or any other altcoins right now, don't forget to check out in the link description of today's video this link to Bybit, because if you press this link, you will come to this page where you can currently claim a free $500 airdrop position for free on the Bybit exchange right now here. And all you need to do for it to claim this free $500 is literally go to the link description of today's video, sign up an account, complete your KYC, and you could be claiming that free $500 trade. So if you're interested, don't forget to check it out in that link description of today's video. So further on, we can currently still see that Bitcoin is basically consolidating downwards, and you could be better approaching it maybe as this bull flag pattern. I mean, I'm still coming back towards this pattern because literally we are looking right now at more than 200 days of sideways consolidation, basically doing nothing. So very interesting on how this is exactly playing out right now here, but Bitcoin is still consolidating sideways and there's not a lot of stuff currently happening. And whenever the bull flag pattern is going to be breaking out, that is going to be for me the confirmation we are most certainly heading higher right now here. And also for this wedge here, the most important resistance to just be breaking is going to be that downward sloping resist line on that top side on the price action on Bitcoin right here. So I'm going to be looking very closely towards that on the monthly time frame as well. We're creating a falling wedge pattern, and the moment this falling wedge pattern breaks out is the moment where the major next rally is going to get started. So guys, this was it for me in today's update video. If you did learn something from it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Peace out. Goodbye.